Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm kind of like right on time today, just a little bit. And it looks like I'm going to be hosting all by my lonesome today, which is weird. It's been a while since I've done one of these by myself, but I'm kind of excited about it. I am not entirely sure what it is that I'm going to be working on today because I started a new Hope Punk story last night, and I'm really enjoying working on it. And the whole point of the stream was for me to make sure that I had something that I was having fun with and not stressing on. So I might break the rules kind of and work on that, even though, it's one of my streams. There aren't really any rules, but I don't know. I also have kind of a Transformers idea I kind of want to write, and I want to continue my Star Wars thing. You know me. I don't know what I'm working on. But I'd love to know what you are. So let's see who all is here, shall we? And if my fans are too loud, let me know, because the nice weather decided to go away. Yay. All right, let's see who all is here. Okay, Word is here. Hello, how are you doing today? Petra is here. Chapter outlines. Yeah, that's the thing that I wish I could do. See, the nice thing is, since I started doing the novella project, I kind of have an idea of what each novella needs to be. And so it's keeping me focused on telling the story. And I'm staying online, but I'm still not really writing outlines. I think some people might call shenanigans on that, but see my Gamer Writer video, because, it's not really a shenanigan. And cleaning. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what happened in the house. I'm very confused by this, because Wednesday I washed all the silverware. There is no clean silverware in the house. I don't know what happened. Did we use them in our sleep? Did the mice come in and decide to have a big silverware party? I know where they are. They're not missing, but they're all dirty. And I don't know how that happened between Wednesday and now. That makes no sense. I mean, absolutely no sense. So yeah, I feel that I should be cleaning, but I'm not. I'm going to get some work done. Hello, Chloe. How are you doing today? Good to see you. Hello, Devin. How are you doing? Haven't seen you around. Well, recently you've been back, but it seems like you've been away for a little bit. Or maybe I just missed you. I don't know. But it's good to see you here. Sarah is here. Hello, hello. Working on a Kanban board. I used to have a Kanban board. I don't right now. I mean, I still have the board up over there. That is a thing I could do at some point. Because I am thinking about doing a fourth quarter plan. Don't know. That may be... I don't know if it will work for me or not, but I'm thinking about it. Okay, where it says, let's see, I may just bust out the watercolor stuff and paint for a bit. Ooh, I miss doing watercolors. I don't really do them much anymore. I do have an app that does a really good simulation of watercolor, but I don't use it much because I'm bad at it. So that might be something I want to pull out. That could be a lot of fun. Nikki is here. Hello. You reached 2K today or yesterday. You can't remember. For the whole book so far, it's all good. 20K is awesome. 20K is so good. Catherine is here. Hello, Catherine. How are you doing today? I hope you are quite well in all the wonderful calligraphy and such. Ginny is here. Hello. Not sure what you're working on yet. Exhausted from working the mundane job all day. Now, time for writing. I remember those days. Quite well. And I have to say, find something that gives you life. Even if it's a short story, a flash fiction, or a poem that's not part of your regular thing, find something that you can do really quickly and just get that sense of life back in you and get going. Because that at least that's what I used to do. Maybe that will help. Alexis is here. Hello, Alexis. How are you doing? You're playing Sims 4. The hubby got me a copy of Dawn of Man, and I'm kind of enjoying it. I really like this kind of game, and I don't know. That would be weird. I didn't think I'm going to do that during the stream. I'm going to do that almost all day tomorrow, though. So, hello, Bonnie. How are you doing? I'm glad to see you here. Had fun talking with you and Heather last night on her channel. That was a lot of fun. Hello, Netta. How are you doing today? Laura's Dreams Big is here. Hello. Catherine should be working on their Silky and Fin Folk war novel. That just sounds fun. I'm just saying, that sounds amazing. Though it is bringing up a lot of thoughts about Nerdy Book Nerd and the werewhales. So do with that whatever you will. Orla is here. Hello, Orla. Nice to see you. I can't wait for the anthology this weekend. I don't know how many you got in total. I think you said you got something around 50 different videos that are going to be a part of this first anthology. I'm so excited. And really nervous because people are going to get to see mine. But I'm very excited to see what everybody did with the prompt. The elves took them for payment. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, they're not missing. I know where they are, and they're all dirty. I just washed all of you. It's just two people that live here. Cats, what are you doing while we sleep? CB says, hi. Sorry, I didn't mean to go whole Alaska on you, but I do that sometimes. Might just continue what makes you happy. You're working on making your website finally. Websites. Yeah, I need to refresh mine really, really badly, but I keep putting it off. Ooh, yeah. Chapter plans. Chapter plans are fun. So you'll be working on a fanfic. You just binged Julie and the Phantoms, and now you have 10 different fanfic ideas. That's awesome. I have so many fanfic ideas. It's just I really enjoyed the story that I'm working on, so I don't have what I'm going to do. So I figure what I'll probably do is put on a song during the first sprint, and depending on how it moves me, either push me into a fan fiction or into my other thing. We'll see. But I know exactly what song I'm going to play. Netta is aiming to get a 2K day today, and hoping you're hoping your usual is 1.5K. Well, I have to say, writing is a muscle, and while I don't think that you have to write every day to be a writer, I'm not one of those people. I will say the more often that you write, the better you get at getting the words done, and the quicker the words flow. So, the more with practice, you'll be hitting those higher goals without much effort. It will happen. Orla says that you've got 22 now in the playlist and a few more potentials. That is awesome. I am so excited to see how many. I just can't wait. I can't wait. Abigail says hello. And I'm going to say hello. And does anybody know what else I'm going to say? I mean, I think you should know right now what I'm going to say. You should go get Abigail's book, The Dark Castle. It is out now. It is awesome. It is amazing. And last time I looked, it was climbing up some charts. Numbers are going up every time I look, which is good. It's very good. So definitely check out her book if you haven't already. See, your turn. We have turned to zombie apocalypse books, but no after zombie apocalypse books. Yeah, I'm kind of writing the story that I've been working on is kind of a dystopian. Well, not really a dystopian. It is a very apocalyptic book, and I'm kind of enjoying the insanity of it. The only thing stopping you from working on your story is that you're planning on using it to show how to learn new. Ooh. It's a Celtic font. Ooh. I love those. Chloe says, I'm doing my chapter outline plan again. I'm on chapter 13, almost done. I've got to get to chapter 25 by the 1st of October. You can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh, cat fell. It's raining cats over here. One of these days, they're going to learn how glass works, and they're going to learn how not to fall off of a ledge. Or not. Who knows? Let's see. Catherine says that I would have entered. Yeah, those did kind of coincide. I just got so excited about this and made like a crazy nightmare video. Hello to Mama Writes. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. Thank you, Devin, for putting Abigail's book into the chatty chat. That is awesome. I think that is to the book. I see the ASIN in there. I thought it was to the author page for a second, but I see the Amazon sales number. Let's see. You're so glad to see more Selkie stories. Yeah. I've noticed that they're becoming a little popular. And of course, there's Catherine's book. Alrighty, so sprinting is a thing that we do here, and I don't know what I'm going to work on. So here's my thoughts. Actually, before we get into that, see, you have a short horror story you'd love to enter, but it's a campfire story, and it's not a 5-minute story. You know what? I think we should just do a Halloween ghost story anthology. I just think that should be a thing. Maybe I'll start that. I don't know. We'll see. I think that would be fun. You'll be sprinting with kale here in the kitchen. You know, cooking is always fun. Netta, right out the gate, before I could even get to it, with a 23-48. I really like that, but it was good to say, since I don't know what I'm working on, why not? Let's just do that, maybe. Let's see. You're not wearing a hoodie. You have a blanket draped over your shoulders. That sounds like fun. Ooh, yeah. The Pied Piper would really work well for that. Okay, I like this. It's a little bit longer than I was thinking, because I was thinking of starting with a 15. But, we've been doing boring numbers for a while, so why not? Why not have some fun with it? So, let's see. You know who I'm going to pick, because I'm going to pick the ghost, because when you have ghosts, you have everything. So, I'm picking the ghost. I'm going to give you just a little second to figure out what you're doing. I am not, by the way, doing a force room right now unless somebody really requests it, because there are a few things that I may need to look up on my phone for simplicity's sake. But if you want one, I'll definitely do it. Alrighty. I don't know what we're going to do. We shall find out, shan't we? Let's just get this sprint started. If you have not hydrated today, make sure you're drinking something good for you, preferably water. But, if you've had your water and you've done your hydration, just have fun with it. Make sure you're stretching. Make sure you're saving your documents, because the gremlins are hungry and they want our words, and we should not give them to them. Alrighty? Is everybody ready? Oh, Devin. I love it. And maybe you just did it backwards of what we're doing. So we're going to do that timey-wimey instead. We're doing yours, but backwards. Alrighty, let's get going. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I finger counted. And we're coming in on the final stretch, and it looks like now, just as I started to say it, the witch has started taking the lead, and it's the witch. It's the witch. Can you all believe it? It's the witch. She never wins. Man, she's really happy with them. She's doing half the time warp with all them pelvic thrusts that make you go insane. Alrighty, how did everybody do? I decided to continue working on the story that I've been writing all day because I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I got 410 words because, oh my goodness, I'm in love with this story, and I'm hoping I really like it because it's kind of not really a prequel. Well, I've been calling it a prequel. It's actually happens before a couple of the other stories that I've been writing. Like I've got 3 novels and 3.5 novellas just that happen around this after this. And so it is a prequel to all of them, but none of you have read any of those. So since this story will come out first, it's not really a prequel to you, but it is to me. So I'm breaking my own rules, and I'm not working on a fanfic today, but I am having a lot of fun, and that is what Fanfiction Friday is for having fun while writing. So while we were doing that sprint, Mary showed up, Heather showed up, Megan showed up to say hi. Hello, Megan. Bella showed up. Eva showed up. Okay. Weird had an interesting question about the difference between cabins and cottages, which I feel like there is an actual answer to that, but I don't know what it is. Hashtag awesome Eva. Could not agree more. Eva is awesome. Natalie got back from doing a run and is really, really overheated, and I understand that because running is crazy, at least to me. Colin is here. Hello, Colin. And I think I said hello to everybody who showed up while we were doing the sprint. If I missed you, it's because I'm dull in the head and not out of some kind of malice or lack of love, because I tried the best that I can. So let me know how you all did in the chat thing. Nicole is here. Hello. You have been asleep all day, so it's time to get back to work. That sounds amazing. I got up really super early this morning because we got a call because one of our chefs has a stomach thing and didn't feel like they should come in and cook. And so we had to get up and take care of that this morning so they could jump. So I meant to go back to sleep because it was several hours before the time the alarm was supposed to go off, but it's me, so I didn't. So yeah, but I had extra coffee to make up for it. Yes, hello, Nicole. Let's see, one chapter left to edit on the second to last draft of your book. That is amazing. That is a wonderful feeling, and I can't wait to read your book and be able to do terrible, harassing things about it. The sort of thing I do, like saying, don't forget to buy Abigail's book because it's awesome and it just came out. Because that's the kind of person I am. I'm that one obnoxious friend who continuously points out all of the wonderful things that you all do. Because that's who I am. Okay, so the answer appears to be the main difference between a cabin and a cottage is that the cabin is made of wood, or specifically logs. Oh! And so a cottage can be made out of anything, but come to think of it, I've never heard of anything that's not made out of wood called a cabin. You learn something new every day. It can be made out of a variety of materials, ranging from wood to... That's really cool. Okay. That's awesome. Ooh, witchy. Netta got 225 words and a chat with a mother. Hey, that's like double snaps because you did 2 things. The unholy weird one gave us the more we know, and now we do. We know more. It's amazing. It's awesome. Chloe got 342 words. I have a cat on the back of my chair. Hello, Jinx. How are you doing? Gonna say hi to the fine people? Orla designed your blog page, sort of, kind of. I keep thinking that I'm going to start blogging again. Like, I had a real thing last night about wanting to start blogging again, and I don't know. I do so much. Like, I podcast and I do the YouTube stuff, and I don't know if anybody wants a blog for me too. I don't know. I don't know, but we shall see. Colin arrived too late for the sprint, just sitting here cheering on Frankie. Well, we'll be doing another one in just a moment. So Mama got a lot of kale blanched, and blanching kale is half the battle. And then the mothership called and asked for money. Yeah. Orla says, "Hey, Colin." But probably not in that voice at all. But I don't do accents. I almost did them in the story. I do them by accident sometimes, and I apologize if I offended anyone. I'm very bad at accents. Let's see. Laura Dreams Big made the mistake of checking email. Yep. I know that one. Email, Instagram. I have to avoid them or no productivity happens. Oh, you played with the puppy. Okay, if you're gonna clean yourself, just be a lady. Don't do anything like that's gonna get me in trouble with the YouTube censors. CB ended up writing some WWE MCU crossover. I was really curious about the Transformers thing. Like, are you not doing the Transformers thing? Because I'm not doing my Transformers thing? Inquiring minds kind of gotta know. Let's see if we can do this. CB says, "Sir, you're about to meet my godfather, Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, co-owner, co-founder, chairman, and CEO of WWE. He did a spit take all over my white shirt, my white skirt suit. Oops." Okay, you're reclaiming the arm of the chair? Okay. There may be loud noises over here, and it's just because she thinks this entire arm of the chair is hers. And she doesn't like that my arm is here. So if you hear meowing, that's what's going on. All right. Mr. McMahon is gonna teach Tony Stark a thing or 20 about being a CEO. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Yes, it is a loophole. I am a fan of my own writing, and it is kind of a fanfic because it's a thing that's mentioned in one of the books that's already written that nobody's read yet. And so I am kind of technically writing fan fiction of a book that I wrote, kind of. Yeah, I mean, that does kind of work. 22 stories so far. That is amazing. Oh, did Eva now? Oh, you two. Orla, I can't wait to see I can't wait to see all of them. Okay, so that's where the kitty showed up. Kitty. Mew mew. But what will Blanche do with kale? I can think of a lot of things that Blanche would do with kale, and none of them's eat it. Because if anybody in the house is going to eat kale, it's going to be Dorothy. Like, Dorothy is probably the kale eater because you can see her, like, well, I guess Blanche would if it was like part of a fad diet she was trying. Or Rose would if it was had some weird St. Olaf memory attached to it. But I don't see Sophia ever eating kale by choice. I don't see that as a thing. You know, because it's not veal and peppers. That's what, it seems like that's all she eats. It's veal and peppers. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I know the feeling. I kind of skipped Japanese for a little bit because the kanji and I are fighting. And it's not the kanji. It's not it's not the fault of the Japanese. It's the fault of my janky eyes and the fact that I can't figure out how to make the font bigger. Because I need a bigger font in Duolingo so I can see what I'm doing. Because it doesn't make like I have a hard time reading the English there, much less the language I'm currently learning. We had to redo the upload. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Put different photo of me in the Etsy shop. The Etsy shop. The war with the Etsy shop. Will it ever end? Oh, man. The Golden Girls are kind of my hero. And while in reality, I'm pretty much Blanche. Like, well, I was until I got married. But secretly, I think I'm actually Dorothy. Like, I'm a Dorothy who thinks they're a Blanche. If you ask my friends, they probably think I'm Rose because I am the big gay Betty White. No, Duo does not play games. Not in the slightest. Alrighty, so let's get doing on another sprint. I'm sorry if that was loud. Yes, yeah, it is the Golden Girls. Everything does become a cheesecake eventually, does it not? Does it not? Note to add fish tank. Yeah. All right. I'm pretty sure most of my friends think that I'm the Rose. There is a link to Eva's new awesome site that she has been working on in semi-secrecy for a while. Definitely go check it out. There are some really, really neat things there. She's trying to get a full database, of people in AuthorTube. I love me some good cheesecake. I have not had cheesecake. Yeah, that would be a little weird. I have not had a good cheesecake in a very long time. So, what are you guys thinking as for times? Because I had fun with the weird mishmash time, and it's been a while since we've done fun mishmash times. So, now, Devin, behave yourself. I know you're not, but behave yourself. What kinds of what? How much time would you like on the timer? Because, I can do like just a vanilla 25 minutes, which is what we usually do. But we're having fun today and being crazy because I'm unsupervised with no co-hosts on the screen with me to tell me to shut up and not do things. Woo. So, oh, Devin, I knew it. Right out the gate. Yeah, I would have fun with that, but I think a lot of people would go nuts. Let's see. Alexa, what is 4,500 seconds in minutes?
4,500 seconds is 75 minutes.
No. That's too long.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
I know, you're never sure about anything. Go away. That's the last time I let the robot have a guest spot. Not the best co-host. 1313 Mockingbird Lane. I really like that. If nobody complains about it being too short, that might be a thing. That's a fun number. Ooh. Okay. I might do this one backwards because it's the number that we just did. Because I see what y'all are doing. Here's Netta with a 27. I like that. Okay, 27 or 23. I'm going to give it to you guys. 27 or 23. Which do you want to do? What? You got to ask the robots, especially when you're home alone. I mean, the cats aren't going to answer me. The cats could care less what anything is in minutes. So... Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to make it worse. Okay, we have a second vote for 27. So 27-23, that sounds good. Oh, yeah, I tell her to shut up all the time. We have fights. Like, you have no idea. Because she has just taken to turning on whenever she feels like it. And it's not cute. The other day she was like interpreting everything we said as instructions to play a song, and it was always some different song from a band we'd never heard of. It was obnoxious. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It was not. It was not my friend. Like, it was a bunch of like weird, like, I don't even know what to call it, because like if you took like bubblegum pop and power metal and made them a thing together, it was like that, except for they had a rapper. It was strange. I didn't like it. I did not like it at all. I don't know why it did that to me. Yeah. Alrighty, we have a time on the timer. And make sure you are saving your documents if you haven't in a while. The technology gremlins are out and about and going crazy. So don't sacrifice to them. They don't need our words. If you haven't gotten up and moved around lately, maybe do that at the beginning of this, because that can be a good thing to do. Shouldn't be sitting down all day. If you can avoid it, make sure that you're hydrated. Make sure you're doing your wrist exercises every now and then, because mine sound like party crackers sometimes, because I've been doing this for too long. Alrighty, is everybody ready to go? Let's get started in. I'm so afraid. We're gonna do the finger counting again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Let's get some words. I know that I'm jinxing it by saying this, but Dracula and the ghost are neck and neck. But I think the ghost is falling back. Is it going to be the witch again? It's the witch again. It's the witch again. Like, she's getting all of her wins today. Like, all of them today. Because she never wins. I do like the whole, like, they at least give her two arms. Because when Dracula does his happy dance, he only does one arm and one leg. And she just does the time warp. Because the pelvic thrust will really drive you insane. All right. So, I did things. I wrote words. And words happened. I had to name two twins, and I almost named them Ace and Arrow because I really wanted to do that, but it doesn't really work for the story, so I had to find names for them. And so they have names now. And the hubby arrived, so you will be hearing noises in the background because the hubby's home. Because like I said, we had an early day to our day. I'm not even gonna do the math because let's see. Maybe 200 words, I think. Yeah, somewhere around 200 words. It's all good. It's all good. But I really do like this. I love my non-binary twins. They are going to be so much fun to write going forward. I'm very excited about it. I saw Colin and Bella having an interesting chat about the UK government, which I have to say, I watch a lot of news out of the UK because even when they're talking about the trash fire that's here, there's something about the way news readers read the news in England that it's much more calming. So, and yeah, so I'm actually way too familiar with what's going on over there. And I just say that because, I'm not from there, but I am a wee bit of an Anglophile, and that can be problematic from time to time. Alrighty. Hello, MM Ward. Thank you for coming in and dropping a like. That means a lot. That is awesome. Let's see. The witch has done something. I'm just saying. The witch never wins. It's like the running gag of this timer, and we've done 2 sprints, and she's won twice. So it's the night of the witch. I'm not going to start singing ghost songs to you guys, so I'm sorry about that. All right. Bella got 572 words. That definitely gets some snaps. That's awesome. Okay, well, Colin got 1,144 words that time around. Either you use voice to text like I do, or your fingers move at the speed of Flash. I'm not sure which it is, but I feel like I would have blisters on my fingers if I type that much. Like, if you type that fast, that's incredible, and I'm here for it. That's amazing. Snaps for you. Nicole Ford Thomas had 6 pages left to edit. So excited. Snaps for you. Tamama, who has a cute little baby tomato to go with teeny tiny pepper. You know what it is about small fruits and veggies, but I love them so much. They make me happy. You're about 3 minutes from being able to sit down. So all of the kale is blanched, and whatever the kale is going into is almost done, I'm presuming. That's what I'm taking away from that. Alexis got, let's see, The Sims is finally a 4-star celeb. It's been a while since I played The Sims, but that was never an easy thing to do. So congrats on that. Nikki got 57 words and kind of stuck right now. You know what a good solution to getting stuck is? Having multiple projects going at the same time, because then you just go, I wonder what's happening on channel 5. And you slap over there. That's how I keep my production up. Because, I'm that kind of a person. CB got 954 words that time. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. That's amazing. Laura Dreams Big, who I don't think I've said it to you today. I love that name. It makes me happy. got 432 words, so close to these two guys having their first kiss. That is awesome. I don't know if there's going to be time for a romance subplot in the story that I'm working on right now, but I'm already starting to ship characters, so it might happen. It might not. Who knows? CB, I can't abide the news here in the UK. They haven't simplified anything with regard to the current situation or, Brexit. No, I get that. It's just over here, everybody's so like opinionated, and because newsreaders in England, for the most part, are honest about being news readers, they just read the news. That's what I'm talking about. I honestly, half the time I just have the robot tell me the news because, I don't want your inflection. I have my own internal monologue, yelling and screaming while I'm paying attention to what's going on in the world, and usually it goes something like, just listen to Deus in Absentia by Ghost. That's usually what's going on in the back of my head while I am paying attention to the news. Yeah. You don't need to worry. Stay calm approach. Yeah, because honestly, like, the world is on fire, and even when it's like all bad, like I just need a little bit of keep calm and carry on. I just a little bit, just a little bit. Like if I could get a robot with the voice of Colin Firth to just read to me all the bad news in my life, I would probably be better off, because I would just be like, okay, Colin, okay, because I have a problem. I really do. I love his voice so much, which I just realized I said that while I had another Colin on screen. So your videos are fun too, though. Just Eva, sit back down. Which I have to say is kind of a victory, because you have a little one, and we have a little one running around. That can be a difficult thing to do. Yep, I am an ex-overseas telegraphist. Ooh, that sounds like, I'm not going to say exactly an exciting job, because telegraphy, but I imagine that it was interesting. Yeah, I know. So are there any prospective relationships? Nope. Are they sure about that? Yes. Steph, don't start. But you two are adorable together, and my mom will try. I don't know what's happening, but CB, I'm curious. You got me curious. You finished prepping some food for the Lilin. Yeah. I see. I'm not saying that this was the right approach, but when I was a kid, that my mother was not nice enough to make me what I wanted. I had what the family was having, or I went to bed hungry, because that's the house I grew up in. Not that was necessarily a good thing, because I have a lot of mental issues, but it was the thing. But all of my siblings, I think, really spoiled their kids as a result of it, though. I have not had any chillins of my own to raise. The unholy weird one says, I came in at, I'm a bit of an Anglophile, and put food in the oven. Yeah, just a touch. Like, oh my God, you have no idea. You have no idea. I pay for streaming services just to watch stuff that is made in Great Britain and whatnot. And yeah. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. The hubby gets mad at me because I quote Alan Partridge too much. I'm just gonna say it that way. Yeah, bit of an Anglophile. Heather says, "Okay, I'll catch you great people next week." Ooh, that means that Necronomicon must have started. If you're wanting to ditch this road show and go over and see what's happening, Necronomicon is free. I don't actually have the link on hand. Sorry about that, but I do know that it is free and they are streaming stuff. So If you do, I will not have hurt feelings because I miss conventions so much. So much. You have no idea. This is so it's been like that's the hardest thing for me this year is I didn't get to see all my friends at the conventions. Bella says, I think I'm gonna head out now. I've written 970 words for the stream. Wow, that's awesome. And 1886 in Jules' stream earlier. That is amazing. You did really good today. So yeah, take care of yourself, Bella. Have the fun. That's a lot of the words. I completely understand that. I'm sitting at 2,000. Yeah, 2,000 words and change for the day so far. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Had a 5K day yesterday, so not sweating it for my goals. But then again, I'm just not sweating it for my goals in general because I'm that kind of a person. Let's see. Laura writes big, says thanks. It's one of the only nice usernames with Laura that was still available on Insta. I could see how that would be a thing. I could see how that would be a thing. Like I'm lucky because while Charlie is a common name, I got my pen name C.E. Dorset on everything, and because it's initials, it was easier to get. Not that that's really a good tip because if you're not writing using your initials, that's not going to help you out at all. But that's what I did, and it made it easy to get my name everywhere. Let's see. It would be great to get the news from Mr. Bean. Oh my goodness! Do you know how much I would pay for Rowan Atkinson? Oh, Mr. Bean reads the news. That would be one of the greatest things ever. That would. Oh my goodness, I would enjoy that. Probably a little bit too much. See, you're making me want to go get my teddy bear from back there because I have some Mr. Bean fandom artifacts in my house, I'll just say. Alrighty, I'm about ready for another sprint. What do you think? Ooh, thank you, Devin. There's Laura's Instagram. Thank you so much for that. I'm really enjoying the funky timers, so if you want to keep the funky timers going, we can definitely do. Sorry, I need a sip of the tea. And if anybody's curious and is new to the stream, it's Republic of Tea's caramel apple tea. But this time I made a 3 tea bagger, and the third tea bag was the red chai tea. So it's all of the wonderfuls of the caramel apple with a nice chai note running through it, which is ever so lovely. And thanks to the hubby who was so nice to put aside the caramel macchiato creamer, put a little bit of that in there so it's like super creamy and super caramel. So good. It's so good. Funny enough, you don't watch the news or read the newspaper. I try not to. Like my mental health does not go well with the news, but being a queer person living in the rusty buckle of the Bible Belt, I got to keep up with some of it because, I get tired of them voting and saying that I am not a legitimate person in my own country. So, got to keep up with that. Yeah, we finished our plates as kids. Yeah. And I'm not faulting anybody who's really nice to their kids because, like I said, I grew up with all the mental issues, but it is. I just think back of like what would my life have been like if my mother was like, okay, fine, you can have fish fingers for dinner, instead of like, no, you're gonna have the beans and you're gonna like it. And I don't know why I gave a trucker voice to my mom because like that's not her at all, but I did because it's what I did. Devin is amazing. Yes, I am a big fan of classic British comedies of all kinds, and I'm trying to get into some of the newer ones. I'm also really upset because Grant Lanningham turned out to be a terrible person. And I really liked Father Ted and the IT Crowd and all of that. And I end up quoting it all the time, but he becomes such a not a nice person. So Yeah. For those who don't know, he's on the same level as She Who Shall Not Be Named. He did the same thing. That's what I do. I push T. Yeah, Mr. Bean is amazing. Can't make that Mr. Bean sound. You know that sound. You know the one. I can't make it. I've tried forever. Ooh, peppermint tea. I miss our Hobbiton tea. We need to see if we can find it again. It was really good. Ooh, By the Brook is doing her 3 years as an AuthorTuber stream right now, which is amazing. And if anybody wants to run over to that, I do not fault you. I love Brooke Passmore. And if you actually want me to call my stream short so that we can go over there, I have no problem with that because I love Brooke Passmore and we can definitely do that if you want because, I felt kind of sad that I was like, I'm going to be streaming while Brooke is streaming. But she's doing a 5-hour stream, and I wasn't going to be doing quite as long a stream tonight because it's just me. So I could at least catch the end, maybe? I don't know. Let me know what you guys want. Hello, Cecily. How are you doing today? And we have done two streams. We've done 2 sprints so far, and I'm willing to do others. I'm here for y'all. So, let me know what y'all want. I hate my chair. I'm sorry. I just felt this like instantly, like when you said that, I was like, yeah, my butt's in a chair too. Because I don't like my chair. But the hubby said that he's going to make me a new chair. So I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, I feel like... are we talking about his movies? Because I'm having an Alan. I'm. It was either this because I only have a couple shirts that have Alan Rickman characters on them, and I didn't want to put on the Severus Snape shirt today. I just couldn't bring myself to do it, so I put on this one because he was the voice of the depressed robot. It is so close to my heart. Okay, you're gonna skip Brooks, but keep doing what you feel. I have no problems doing this. Like I can always watch the repeat if I want to or whatnot. Like I said, I'm here for y'all. I just don't want you to feel conflicted because sometimes people get conflicted and they're like, I want to be in both, and sometimes you are in both, and then you feel guilty. And I know some of you say that you don't do that, and some of you that's true, but some of you like apologize, like send me DMs messages apologizing, and I'm just like, you don't have to apologize. So like we can do whatever. A week is too long to wait for another FanFic Friday. Okay, we will keep going. How long do you want the sprint to be? Let me know in the chat because I've been enjoying the crazy numbers. Yeah, we could have a talk about Ben Affleck now, couldn't we? Yeah, Ben. I'm just saying. I just think we missed out on a cultural moment where we could have had a movie where Ben Affleck and Matt Damon played the boyfriends that they are in real life. I mean, were. You know what I'm saying. Dogma's the closest we got to that. Okay, I see Devin doing the usual 68.72. I might actually do the inverse of that. To Mama with a 24.56. I like that. See, apparently Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are filming in Ireland at the moment. Maybe we are getting that movie because I have to say they have such like nothing about like their sexuality at all. They just have such good chemistry. And if we're going to continue having movies where straight men play gay characters, because we do seem to be continuing to get them, at least they have really good chemistry together. It would be a great movie. I would. Well, I don't know if it would be a great movie or not, but the chemistry would work. I'm just going to say that. The chemistry would work. Yes, they were. Okay, Devin, that's the other way. That's the other way. Yeah. Oh, the pronoun I is here. Hello. How are you doing today? I think let's do where'd it go? Where did you go? Are you hiding from me now? There you are. It turned into one of them tiny little fruits and vegetables, and I just couldn't find it. Let's do to Mama's number because I like that. 2456. Let's put that 456. That's wrong. Let's try this again. 24 56. There we go. Alrighty. See, I always go with the ghost because, if you have ghost, you have everything. But the witch keeps winning. So I think the witch is due for a loss. I think the witch is due for a loss. I mean, unless she hexed it and she's just going to win all of them now. So, ooh. I like that. That's really nifty. That's really nifty. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do this one. All right, so I'm going to stick with the ghost because the ghost hasn't won yet, and the ghost needs to win. And the witch can't keep winning, can she? Like, this is unprecedented. The winning streak. I mean, it's just unprecedented. Alrighty, so make sure that you're keeping yourself hydrated. If you have not gotten, yes, I agree, Devin. I 100% agree. The witch cheats because she heard us making fun of her for never winning, and then just went, "I get all the winning." And your little dog too. Alrighty. If you have not hydrated, make sure you're doing that. If you haven't gotten up and moved around in a while, do that. If you've not saved your documents, what are you thinking? Do you like feeding the gremlins? Don't feed the gremlins. It's not healthy. Save your words. Save your documents. Back up your documents. Maybe back up your documents in several different file types so you don't lose something. Like one of our friends has done. Whoopsie. Alrighty. Let's get started. See if I can continue my winning streak of being able to finger count. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Get them words. The witch is in the lead, but the ghost is taking it. Maybe the ghost. No. I see Dracula coming up from behind. Is the Yes. Do that happy dance with the one arm and the one leg. One arm and one leg. Happy dance, everybody. One arm and one leg. Happy dance. The vampire has won. How did everybody do? Hopefully you got some words that time, if that was the thing that you were wanting to do. If not, hopefully you accomplished whatever it was that you were wanting to do during that sprint. I got some words. I named another character, and I named a deity in the setting because I realized I hadn't named all of the gods in the pantheon. Wow. Okay. I did better than I thought. I got 452 words that time. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's a lot more than I thought. I did not think I wrote that much, but apparently I did. Okay. So, well, actually that makes sense because that actually does make a lot of sense now that I think about it, but didn't feel like it was going to be that much. That many words. Alrighty, let's see how everybody did. Ooh. That sounds good. That just I kind of want a chicken patty now. I kind of we used to do these chicken patty melts that were so good. Mm-hmm. You're making me hungry. Yes, the vampire wins. Catherine is still playing games. That's awesome. I have some games I want to play. Tamama's faith is restored in the race. So is mine. I kind of felt like it had been cheated or something. It was getting weird. Colin got 461 words that time. And the vampire won. Snaps for you, Colin. That is amazing. Orla posted on Instagram and sketched more website stuff. Oh my goodness. I need to be doing more artwork because I have like a whole list of things that I need to be doing. But if you haven't realized by now, I'm bad at it. But actually, it's more I'm waiting to see what the reaction is to the video that I have coming out on Sunday that's part of Orla Hart's anthology. Because if people really like it, then I'm going to be doing more of that kind of content on my channel. So I'm kind of just planning some things, but waiting to see what people think of that story before I commit to doing more of that kind of thing. But we shall see. LePren and I got some words too and downloaded a couple of documents needed for an assignment. Well, that's always good. Alrighty. So Tamama got 100. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on inside me today. Tamama got 153 words. Main character discovering a huge lie. See, my people are all refugees right now, and they're afraid the moon's going to try to kill them again because fantasy story. And the night is starting to fall and the moon is rising, and they're all freaking out because the moon just destroyed their village. CB, that's amazing. CB got 4,773 words for the day. That's some snaps. I need to get a happy hammer for that. Like, I need a happy hammer. I can't remember who I was watching that had a happy hammer, but it was awesome because they were like, "Oh, that's awesome!" Beep, 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 beep. And they would hit things with it, and it would squeak, and it was awesome. But it'd probably make my dog very unhappy. Gotta think about that. Lord Dreams Big says, Instagram put me into a void for this stream. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. That's one of the reasons I usually do the Forest app, but I haven't been doing it. But I moved my phone where I can't see it lighting up because there's a group chat that I'm in on there that's going bling, 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 bling. Look at me, Charlie. Look at me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to look at you. I want to be getting story done. I like the story. CB, finally, finally, Steph's prediction came true. Tony and I started dating. Unfortunately, the whole Eldrick Killian thing almost put a damper on that. Well, I can see that. I mean, Killian can be a real problem in a lot of ways. Catherine says, what calligraphy type items do you think people want to buy from a shop? I'm thinking of starting one. See, it depends. Are you doing customs or are you doing like pre-mades that you're selling on your Etsy? Because pre-mades, I can think of a lot of, customs, I can think of a lot of different services you could offer. But if you're doing pre-mades, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I know some calligraphy things that I want to be selling in a shop because, story worlds and stuff. But, that's actually one thing to consider is thinking about how you could do some, you like me are unhappy with some of the books that you have published. So you doing tie-in products probably isn't a thing that you want to do right now. I don't know. I have to think about that. Ooh, thank you, Devin, putting Orla's IG in there because, it's awesome. The pronoun I says, how did I just notice Yoda in the back? I don't know. He's my friend. He hangs out and he's holding a baby. He's holding the baby Yoda too. There's 2 Yodas in the background. 2 of them. And soon, because I told myself I would not get it out until October, soon he's also going to be holding a gizmo from Gremlins because I have one of those too. And he's going to be holding that as well because it's almost time for some Mogwai fun. Nikki says, we already did that one. Yes, and I went to Sandwich too. Devin is amazing. But you did manage to post a few pictures, so at least kind of productive. Well, I have to say, I'm not going to get started. I'm not going to get started, and y'all yell at me if I do get started, because we're here for sprints, not for Charlie's advice on branding. But yes, it is very important to be posting to our socials, especially things that are in line with our branding and what we're wanting to do so that we can build our author platforms so that people will know about our books when they come out. Because as I say at the end of everything that I do, getting discovered is the hardest part. We think it's the writing, we think it's the editing, we tell ourselves it's all of those things. It's actually getting discovered. It's making your voice break through the din so that other people know that you're there. So the sooner you can start doing your branding and building your platform up, the better. So yeah, that's very productive. Ooh, looking forward to Sunday. Wait, yes. The only worry I have is my beloved Trixie asked me who my narrator was as he was monotonous. It was me. Oh no. Yeah, I narrated mine too, and I also did the artwork for it. And so I'm really nervous because I always warn people, like I think my new catchphrase is going to be the Hope Punk Goth, because that really does exemplify everything that you need to know about me. Is I am Hope Punk as hell, and I really do believe that if you hunker down and try hard, that you can succeed in the world. But I'm also very gothic at heart, so a lot of my stories involve a lot of pain and darkness and misery, and the two are not mutually exclusive. So yeah, people are going to see that in full form in my story, and that makes me nervous. And Catherine says, I was going to do both custom and pre-mades. Okay. Oh, are you okay? cat rolled off the chair. Sorry about that. I was making sure I did not get attacked as she was desperately flailing her claws around not to hit the floor. See, pre-mades, I can... You know what I think would be kind of funny is if you took some of the like meme words that are out there and made stickers with like really pretty calligraphy, just because the like high culture, highbrow, lowbrow thing cracks me up. Like when something that's like, you know, like, I don't know, that would me, I would probably get something like that. Like I would probably buy some calligraphy stickers that said scuffed. I just for example. By the way, everyone, any sci-fi paranormal romance recommendations? I'm kind of in a romance mood at the moment. Ooh, I have not been reading romance stories lately. I do have a couple on my TBR, but I haven't gotten around to them. I was reading How to Date Your Dragon series, and I was enjoying them and feeling really weird because I was enjoying them. But so if you're into shapeshifters, I thought they were fun. So the first book in that series is How to Date Your Dragon, and then it's How to Date Your insert magical critter, supernatural critter there. But if you're not into supernatural romance, what's the other one that's on my TBR? I was going to try to look real quick if I can get things to load. Oh yeah, listening to Peter Pan again, which is awesome. See, Once More at a Time is also on my list. That's by Roshani Kokshi. That looked really interesting. That's not really a romance, even though it's got a romance in it. That's the only... I don't see any of the... They must have gotten buried. I know there are more romances than this on my TBR, but my TBR is crazy long right now. But I know the last romance series that I read was the How to Date Your Dragons and How to Date Your Dragon, and I enjoyed it. It was trash. Like, I'm going to be honest, it's trash, but it's my kind of trash. So do with that as you will. CC says, I just looked at the time and it's your birthday tomorrow. Woohoo! You go, Chloe. I can't wait. I'm probably going to be offline tomorrow if I'm a good person. So happy birthday now, just in case I don't see you on your birthday, because I'm going to try to disappear this weekend. But you know how that works. That probably means I'm going to be doing a stream on Sunday, because every time I say I'm disappearing, I end up doing pop-up streams. Quotes and bookmarks. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Nikki says, I was playing with Canva to make a book cover. Ooh, I will have to look at that in a minute. I'm in StreamYard and it doesn't let me click the links. So I'll have to look at that in a second. Though I have to say, I've been playing around with Canva a lot because they're doing the free trial of Pro right now. I don't want to spend money on it, but I like what I'm seeing. I just wish it had everything that I wanted. Here, I'm going to pop this up so I don't forget, because I do want to do another sprint, because I am going to have a serious conversation with myself once we hit about 3 hours of streaming today, because I don't know, I'm going to have a serious talk with myself, because I always say 3 to 4 hours is what we do on Fanfiction Friday, and we're at almost 2.5 now. So let me know in the chat what you want the next stream, what you want the next sprint to be. I love the idea of calligraphy worksheets. You know what would be really cool? And you have to make sure you're not violating some like weird rule about this, but really pretty calligraphy character sheets for games. Like, I know 5th edition's really big right now, or for freaking Osric. I would probably get some really cool calligraphy character sheets for Osric, because I love Osric. Osric is a 1st edition clone made using the 3.5 rules that has kind of evolved into its own thing. And I don't know if it still is or not. It used to be free online for anybody to download. It was a lot of fun. So if, like me, you're an old school D&D person and you miss 1st edition, something to check out. Or if you don't know what 1st edition was like, they had to change some of the terms because Wizards went after them for using the term THAC0, but they still have THAC0. even though they have to call it something different. So in the book, it's called something different, but in games, you call it Thaco still. Yeah, like I said, I'll have to check that out in a second because I can't click anything while I'm in the studio. I'm gonna have to go over. Yes, happy birthday to Chloe. Though Chloe, we will all know when it's Chloe's birthday because all of the cake will be consumed and Chloe will begin to glow like a bright and shining star again. And everybody will know. Everybody will know. Yes, I love my little Mogwai. I love my little Mogwai. Because I've been debating what I'm going to do for Halloween. Because I'm definitely probably going to put my Slimer back up there. Because I have a Slimer plushie. And I have a Maleficent snow globe that you can't see, but it's just right up there. That I really want to put on a pedestal behind me, but I don't know. I haven't found one that I feel is safe because I don't want it to get knocked off because it's not a cheap one. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do for Halloween decorations because when you're a goth, your house is kind of Halloween all year round. Ooh, yeah, definitely. Fonts would be a thing, especially fonts that are in formats that you could upload to, say, Canva, because you can upload fonts to Canva. That would definitely be a thing. See, Colin says, I was just thinking, all of us writers love to have beautiful words for the wall. Famous writing quotes. Yes, that would be a thing. Especially because you can draw really well. If you did prints with the whole, I can't remember the full quote, but about the Chekhov's gun quote. You know, if you introduce a gun in the first act, it needs to be fired by the third, I think, because the full thing from Anton Chekhov. Yeah, that with a that would probably be something that I might buy. Like, if you want to do some like really obscure things, because I never see anybody quoting them. Edgar Allan Poe actually wrote a book on how to write horror short stories that has some very mineable quotes in it, and of course H.P. Lovecraft's wonderful book on how to write supernatural horror in literature. He also wrote an article on actually writing supernatural horror, which I believe is simply called On Writing Supernatural Horror, that has some really good quotes in it too. Yeah. Ooh. That's a nifty idea too. I liked Mama's idea. I like the idea. I'm going to be moving forward at a little bit more of a clip. Yep. Hello, Glory. How are you doing today, hon? Hopefully you are having a good day. Looking forward to Monday's awkward sibling hour, which is more than an hour, but I call it that anyway. I enjoy it. I like it. You've had people ask you to write books in calligraphy. Oh, that's doing scribal work. That would take a long time, and yeah, that would be crazy expensive. But I can think of, that's actually one of the things that I've been wanting to do is, like, if I ever got to a certain level, to be able to offer to people, like, you know, get a couple made of a book that's coming out. That would be ever so wonderful. There's a link to Laura's YouTube channel. Excited cat. The hubby just came in off the deck, and the other and Minerva's very excited. So that's what the meow was, going across the room, and she's back. So just so you know. I know, and they're gorgeous, and I'm so jealous. Alrighty, have a good night, Orla. I can't wait for Sunday. It sounds like the anthology is already a big hit, even though it hasn't come out yet, because you've got all of the thingies for it. So, yay! Let's see. Catherine is going to do a pop-up 100 sub Q&A tomorrow. That is awesome. I thought about doing something for 200, but I'd done my 100 sub thing not that long before, so it felt too soon. I don't know. Hello, Lizzie. How are you doing today? I see planning going on. If that's no, I don't know if that's a thing for tomorrow or if you're saying we should do a 3-hour and 30-minute sprint. But I'm not doing that. Not doing that. That's that. I think I'm misreading that. But yeah, no. No, I'm not doing the Fibonacci. I'm not doing the Fibonacci. Stop it. Sorry, the hubby is taunting me in the corner, and he's whispering so that the microphone will not pick him up, so I look like a crazy person talking to myself, which I never talk to myself, do I? No, you don't. See? Ugh. Will you stop it? Will you stop it? Oh my goodness. I can imagine. I think that I'm just saying. I think that would be really, really cool. I actually may contact you about some calligraphy to get scanned for a project that I'm working on. Because if I forget the entire document fully translated into Old English like I want to, I think it would be really cool to actually have a hand done version of it. Because people get mad at me when I use fonts. Alrighty, how long do y'all want the next sprint to be? Thank you for the link to Catherine's channel. Yeah. Ooh. So you read it. That's right. I'm very curious about it. I'm very curious about it. All right. Let's see. Oh, well, I'll have to try that. Here, let me try that on. No, it won't let me in the actual thing. I have to go over to the YouTube chat, which is over in another window, and I don't want to do that just yet. Okay, I think I've made it to the bottom of the chat. I think I have. Steampunk Cthulhu. I have to say, I am doing some very Lovecraftian things in my epic fantasy right now, so it's gonna be fun. I'm going to do a little bit longer than 13 minutes, but
13 minutes and 13 seconds.
13 minutes and 13 seconds.
It becomes a complete thing because you add 3 and 1 and you subtract 1.
So the hubby's arguing for 13 minutes and 13 seconds, but that's a bit on the short side.
It equals 42.
Yes, I know.
3 plus 1 is 4 and 1 minus 3 is 2. So it's a complete 42. I'm not even with you. I am not even with you. You're just, oh my goodness. So Devin is asking for the 3-hour and 30-minute sprint. I knew that was going to happen. Yes, Devin would probably really like your Fibonacci thing. 13 hours and 13 minutes? No. But if you are looking for really, really long sprints, I am going to be one of the co-hosts on the Really Bad, Terrible Idea stream on November 1st. That if you are not familiar with it, go check out Nerdy Book Nerd and Tebuggy's channel. About that, they are going to try to do their entire each of them is going to try to write 50,000 words in one day, in 24 hours. I am not trying to write 50,000 words in 24 hours, but I will be there for the madness. I will definitely be there for the madness. I will be cheering them on, but there will be lots of sprints and lots of craziness. And the best part is, because of time zones, I won't be joining the stream until much later into it. So they will be crispy fried critters by the time I get there. So that'll be fun. Alrighty. I think, I'm looking at the time. Let's just do, I was going to say 23 in honor of my mother, whose birthday was the 23rd, and 11, which is our family's lucky number. How's that? Is that a good random number? I hope you think so, because it's what we're doing. Because if you did put numbers in, oh wait, they're over there. They just haven't come over to StreamYard yet. Yes, it is the 25th, but stop. I told you, if you want to come over here, I'll turn the mic on both ways, and then you can actually be on the stream with me. Alrighty, so let's just do this. This looks good, and then we'll talk about what we're gonna do, because I don't know if I want to go longer than 3 hours today, and we're almost at the 3 hour mark. Alrighty, so hopefully you've been keeping yourself hydrated. Make sure that you're doing your wrist exercises. Save your documents. Do not feed them to the gremlins. The gremlins are hungry for your words. Do not give them to them. Make sure you're also backing up. We are going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I forgot to do this. I'm picking the ghost as usual. And go!
Just as I was about to unmute my mic, the ghost was in the lead, but oh wait, Frankie's coming up from behind. Oh, is it going to be the vampire? Vampire. Yep, Dracula. Dracula won. Frankie almost had it. Frankie almost had it. That was so close. That was so close. Alrighty. I'll just come clean. I had a long conversation with the hubby about what we're going to be doing tonight as far as like food and cooking and whatnot, and he's basically going to be hanging out on the deck all night. My back's acting up. After that, I watched the D'Angelo Wallace video. I'm that kind of person. I got nothing done. I got nothing done. Like, yeah, I'm that person. So, how did you all do? This is probably the end, just so you know, because my back is really hurting and I don't feel like sitting up in the chair. So, as Nikki reminds us, By the Brook is streaming. So, I'm probably going to head over there. I don't know why today is so tiring. I really don't. Like, we got up super early for us, and I've just, the weather, we're in the in-between here, and so the weather is constantly, like, it's been nice all week, except for today. Today was, like, not nice weather. It's kind of becoming nice weather again, but my joints and I are fighting. Not ready yet, but I'll be following you. All right. I'm really curious to see what all Catherine does. By the way, I did notice that Catherine put up a scheduled event for her 100 sub AMA, which is awesome. Heute ist Freitag, ja. Wir haben sehr viel Spaß, ja. Hello, Jules. How are you doing? You're back from the birthday party? That's awesome. Rice Krispie Treat Castle was a hit? That's awesome. Nephew on Sugar are hyper? That is even more awesome. Nephews, all three, can scream and also try to murder you, and then with their toy cars. Yeah, been there. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad that it was a hit. I really want Rice Krispie Treats, but I have zero ingredients to make them, so that's definitely not one of the things that I'm going to be doing. But it sounds amazing. Let's see. I'm trying not to just eavesdrop. Dracula. Yes. Catherine is amazing. Glory set up and scheduled the 7th episode of the Awkward Sibling Hour, and I can't wait. If you don't hang out with Glory and Tom, like, seriously, what are you doing with your life? They are amazing. They are wonderful people, and I don't have anything else to add to that. They're just amazing. Follow them now. And who's almost at 100? Somebody's almost. I was going to boost somebody, and I forgot who it was. I'm a terrible person. And so Mama got 100 words, spent the first 15 minutes reading an Aita compilation. I'm just not even going to try. And wondering if the straights are okay. I do that all the time. One of my absolute favorite Reddits are the straights okay, because sometimes not so much. And since most of our employees are heterosexual, their stories make me wonder that more and more. I'm just saying. Yeah, Catherine is doing amazing. Laura Dreams Big got 182 words. I'm forgetting to give people snaps. I'm sorry about that. Getting tired too. You're starting to have to Google lots of words. Yeah. Let's see. It's getting bad when I can only remember something in German.
Ja, aber Deutsch ist eine sehr schüchterne Sprache. Ja, meine Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Ich spreche nur ein bisschen jetzt, aber ich liebe das Spreche. And I apologize to any German who may have heard my pronunciation there. Mein Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Ooh, Chloe reached 4K. Woo! That's awesome. All the snaps, all the snaps, all the snaps for Chloe. And happy birthday, Chloe. I know it's early, but still. Hopefully I will live up to my word and not be online this weekend and actually resting. So I might not get to say it. So happy birthday, just in case. Live celebration is tomorrow. Thank you, Catherine, for putting the link in for everybody. That is awesome. 402 words for Colin this time, which is 1 a.m. here in the UK. Time for a chill before bedtime. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the kind words. I talk about you all the time. Like, the hubby and I seriously talk about you, and like wanting to have like go visit and stuff because you guys are amazing, and like we want to hang out. We actually talked a lot about the shrimp boil that y'all did the other night because we thought about doing it, but decided to do something else instead. But it looked so good. It looked so good. And the pronoun I got just over 100 words, although I'll probably rewrite it when I wake up and because my brain is too foggy to comprehend. See, everybody's having the foggy brain right now. Like, I think this might be the good call. Oh, am I a tushy butt? Okay. Yeah. You got to educate the old ones sometimes, because I'm not hip with all the things that the kids are saying. I'm really turning into Steve Buscemi and all the memes, which are from 30 Rock, by the way. I keep seeing people like putting up those memes of Steve Buscemi as a high school kid. Like, where are those from? They're from 30 Rock. It was a character that he played. He was an undercover agent in 30 Rock. It's an amazing character. Watch 30 Rock. Tina Fey is a hero of mine, kinda ish. Let's see. Catherine Fay says, I'll be filming tonight and getting my ASMR reading of chapter 1 uploaded. That is awesome. I did accidental ASMR last night during Heather's stream, and people seemed to like it because her internet went down, and we were trying. I just wanted to fill the air, and so I just started. Well, gotta do it right. So I just started talking very calmly and quietly into the microphone. And people were happy. At least they said they were. Yes, congrats on the 4K. I just opened up an old Word document, and on the other thumb drive, it has... Did it offer you a sword and a shield and tell you that it was a dangerous world out there? If so, take the sword and shield, because it is a dangerous world out there. And that's my old person Zelda joke. Yeah, no, I'm dissing. I used to speak a lot better, but I've fallen out of practice. All of my friends that speak German all live on the East Coast, and so I don't get to use it as much as I used to, though I am going to try to get it better. My German is amazing. I can't even hear an accent. That's close to impossible to pull off for a non-native. I've actually been told that a couple times. My teacher was a Berliner, and I've been told that I've been told by some people that I have a Berlin accent when I speak German. So das weiß ich nicht. But that's what I've been told. And we have conversation going on about life in Germany. I almost got to live in Germany, but I didn't get to because my mother wouldn't sign the papers. I actually got an award for studying the German language from the German embassy and got to go meet the ambassador. And I got a plaque, and I got a pen that had the German flag and the American flag like crossing each other. And some of my, I don't know if it still is or not, but I know some of my translations of Goethe were, at least at the time, used in Maryland public schools, because I had done some translation work of some Goethe and some Rilke that they used, and they were going to pay for me to live in various German cities for a year for free. Like, all I would have to do is like go and live there. Like, they were going to give me an allowance to just live there, and it was to what they called a cultural ambassadorship. And then when I came back, they were going to send me to various schools to talk about my experiences living in Germany. And I was 17, and my mother would not sign the papers for me to do that. But it wasn't just in Germany. It was in various German-speaking regions, because I thought it was most of the places were going to be in Germany, but the first place they were going to send me was going to be to Aachen, Belgium. And that made me really excited, because I'm a fan of the Song of Roland and the stories of Charlemagne and the paladins and whatnot. So, yeah, I would have lived in Aachen and Munich and Berlin and Frankfurt and Stuttgart, but yeah, my mother wouldn't sign the papers. So, it is what it is. I have a fondness for language, and German is one of the languages that I fell in love with, quite by accident, but I did fall head over heels in love with it. I actually have quite a few books in German, and I still try to read it from time to time. But yeah, it's one of those things that I think about from time to time, like, how would my life have been different? Because, if I had actually gotten to go to Germany, when I was 17, and spent a year over there, because they were going to send me over there for a year. So I would have had to have gone to school. So I would have done my senior year of high school abroad in Germany. And a lot of the beginning of all of the really bad things that happened to me started in my senior year in high school. So I would have actually missed a lot of those bad things happening. And so I don't know. I would have been a completely different person on the other side of that, because, yeah, a lot of bad things would not have happened. So it's one of the things I still think about to this day. Like, what would my life have been like if I had gotten to go and live in Germany for a year? But yeah, like I said, I've been told that I have a Berlin accent because of her. And she wasn't actually my German teacher for long. When I was taking German in school, she was my teacher for German 1 and part of German 2. And then she left the school and was replaced, but with an actual American who taught the class, a native born American who taught the class but knew German. But she had laid the groundwork, apparently. And yeah. It is what it is, but I do love German a lot. In fact, I have a story that I wrote a long time ago that I'm wanting to actually build out into a full novel. And there's a chase scene in that story, and I did everything in my power to match the original meter of Der Erlkönig, because I love that poem. I love that poem so much. I did everything in my power to match the meter for that, because I love that poem. I'm not going to recite German poetry, because I don't know that my brain will allow me to do that tonight. But yeah, it is a deep love of mine. Yeah. there's some things in Austria that I would love to go see. Like, to be quite honest, there's some very interesting stuff in Austria that I would love to go see. But yeah, my German is so rusty. I still have some friends that speak German, and on normal years when I get to go to conventions, I still get to talk to them, and it's fun. But it's not been so much this year. But because the world is on fire. So I hope you all had fun. I'm sorry for cutting it a bit short today, but with my back acting up, like, if I keep going, it's going to end up like this is going to be the stream. And I think this is okay with like when I have co-hosts, but just seeing a floating head is not, I don't know. I feel like that's not a nice thing to do to y'all. So I'm going to probably go over at least for a little bit to Brooke's stream just to say congratulations if that's still going on. And wer konnte, yeah. That is something we could do. That is something we could do, especially like over in the Discord in the thingy. I definitely need to brush up because I am rusty. I have brain catches now when I'm trying to translate something and it just won't come out. That would be fun. That would be fun. Yep. And thank you for the link to Brooke's stream. Alrighty, I could do this all night because I really want to do this all night. But like I said, I'm having some back issues and I'm going to get going. Alrighty, I don't think I have another stream planned until Wednesday, but, and I want to say this, just if you haven't hit the bell on my channel, I am contemplating doing a meditation stream on Mondays. It would be a shorter stream, just getting together, having some mindfulness together, talking about meditation for writing. I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, but if you haven't hit that bell to get notifications on my channel, which, they work so well. If I do it, I will announce it at least on Instagram. Nobody seems to come over from Twitter when I announce over there, so I don't usually announce on Twitter. But I'll definitely announce it on Instagram if I do it. Alrighty. Thank you so much for being here. You all mean the world to me, and think you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. I feel weird because I keep wanting to ask my co-host what if they have an outro, but I don't have a co-host today. Hey, hubby, do you have an outro? Oh, that was perfect. Yeah, you are welcome. The pronoun I. Alrighty. I am going to. There it is. I'm going to go now. Have the fun. And wait. Gotta do things. Do them in the right order. All right. Have the fun. Bye.